What's going on, guys? Helvetica here, and I'm coming back at you with another video. I know it's been a while since I made my last video, but my computer broke because I have the worst luck in the world. You know, right when I come back, make a video saying, hey, I'm gonna make videos, like, you know, expect another video next week. Boom, computer breaks. I'm like, well, you know, motivation right in the face. It sucks. So my computer's still not fixed, but we're gonna make a video. And you're not even going to notice the difference. You're not even going to notice that I don't have my editing software because I'm going to do a good job. But anyways, in today's video, we're going to be doing a review, or kind of like I did on the iPhone 5. Is it worth it? Is what I like to call these videos, because I'm basically going to be going over the Series 1 Apple Watch and basically giving my opinion on whether or not it's still worth it to the everyday average Joe. So let's hop right into the video and get started on going over this bad boy. Alright, so first things first, let's take a look at the outside of this one. This is the 42mm rose gold with, I think this is like navy blue band or something. I'm not really sure what it's called, but it looks really nice in this color. Definitely want to go with the 42mm for people who have bigger wrist sizes, because the small one would just look really, really tiny on my wrist at least. But I'm going to go ahead and list some of the differences between this one and the Series 3 at the end of the video. Right now I'm just going to basically go ahead and go over some of the everyday functions, which is what I use it for and how I find it, you know, if it's still worth it to me, I guess. So I've been using it for about a week now, and honestly I would have to say that it honestly surprised me in the first week that I've been using it so far, because I didn't think I would use it as much as I've used it. I've already used the stopwatch feature, which is why I've put it there. You can actually customize the whole face of this. You can have, you know, a digital clock. You can have different. You can put a background on it. You can have this one where, you know, I customized this. I put you know, my weather here, and then I've got heart rate there, activity, stopwatch, date, and you can customize all that. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, like I said, the stopwatch feature is really helpful, you know, if you're cooking something or something like that. This feature is actually really cool, you know, your heart rate. You get to see your heart rate, which is pretty cool to track, like, throughout the day. Like, you know, you go to work, you can see your heart rate while you're working, and then when you get home, after, like, a nap or something like that, it's just kind of cool to track. Like, earlier, 7 minutes ago, my heart rate was at 100, probably before I started recording this video when I was thinking about what to say. I don't know, it's just a neat feature. But what everyone wants to know, is it worth it? I'm gonna have to go ahead and say yes. The Apple Watch Series 1 is still worth it. Now, there are some differences between the Series 1 and the Series 3. Some of you may be confused as to why I'm not even speaking about the Series 2. Basically because it is discontinued and it's just a slightly better version than the Series 1 in terms of processing power. The Series 1 has a Ion X strengthened glass for the screen. The Series 3 has a sapphire crystal glass, much like the glass on the camera lens on the iPhone 7s, and all the way back to the 5S, I believe, the 5S or the 6. But it's a very tough glass. But honestly, this glass, I've banged it up pretty well, and it's pretty sturdy, and I haven't had a case on it so far. I know I've only had it for a week, but my girlfriend who had it before me used it at work a lot, and it got banged around a lot, so I would say it's pretty durable. The battery is a 250 milliamp battery, opposed to the Series 3 having a 280 milliamp battery, which is a little bit bigger, but it really doesn't say it has any more usage life than the Series 1. It's probably just for the GPS and the cellular data that it uses, probably uses up more battery. That's another thing. Obviously, the Series 1 is Wi-Fi only or Bluetooth data through your phone only. So if you are carrying your phone with you, or you have your phone nearby, it will use the data from your phone. You can get texts on it, you can speak into it to reply to text, stuff like that. As you can see here, you can go down, you can scribble a message, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like in the little thing in iMessage and stuff like that. You can scribble and write it out, or you can speak into it. There is no keyboard, but again, it is just a watch. You know, I feel like a lot of people tend to forget that it is a watch, and Apple's main focus was just making a luxury watch, not really trying to focus on it being a, you know, a crazy smartwatch or a crazy, you know, it's not supposed to be a phone, a smartphone on your wrist. It's supposed to be a smartwatch. Hence, you know, it's for telling time, which it does really, really well. You know, it's a Series 1 has 8 gigabytes of storage. The Series 3 comes with 16 gigabytes of storage. The Series 1 is water resistant up to 3 feet and 30 minutes, where the Series 3 is actually waterproof up to 164 feet and doesn't have a specified amount of time. Now this is why I say this is still worth it for people like me. I'm not a big athletic, swimmer. I don't go running. I don't go, doing all that stuff where I need to monitor my heart rate 24/7, or I need to, be able to get this thing in the water or anything like that, or any running conditions and weather, or you're going swimming, you want this on your wrist. That is what the Series 3 is perfect for. I feel like people like that who do that as a sport, or or really recreational, could really use the GPS features of it, the cellular features of it, and the sporting, the athletic features of the watch. This is a watch. It tells time. You can quickly reply to text. It just has some very cool conveniencies to it, and I think that's what the whole idea of this watch was, and still should kind of be. Just bear that in mind. It is a watch. As for the displays, they are the same in terms of resolution and pixels and all that stuff. Now let's go over some of the features of the watch itself. Actually, here, let me go ahead and click the crown to unlock it and go into the home screen. Once you are in the home screen, it is kind of like a universe of planets or apps that you just kind of scroll around. It's pretty cool, actually. You got your messages. When you set the app up, it'll have an option to automatically download any apps that you already have installed that are compatible, such as this Sonic app here, or this weather app that I have on my iPhone. You can go in, use it. It's got its own little watch version of the app. Takes a little bit to load. They're not the quickest things in the world, but hey, they load eventually. It's not like you're sitting here waiting forever. I'm not complaining. It is a watch. Again, and a lot of people tend to forget that. They're expecting a lot more out of it. You can see some photos that you have on it. You can go into your watch face here. This is your main watch face. This is where you go if you click the crown. You can also zoom in and out with the crown. This is the button for switching apps and switching tabs. You can actually go through, see all your tabs, stopwatch, weather. I feel like it's really useful for weather and stuff. I find myself checking the weather a lot on it. I don't know if a lot of you guys like to do that. You can quickly check your emails if you need to, respond to messages on Messenger, even change your music through it, and keep track of all your health stuff in the activity app, which is pretty neat. It even has its own control panel if you swipe up, just like on an iPhone. It has its own little flashlight, which is pretty cool. It tells you the battery percentage. You can also change your alarms, put Do Not Disturb on, and even ping your phone if you lose it, which is a very useful feature, especially for me, because I tend to lose my phone around the house a lot and end up asking people to call it. So what's my conclusion? What do I think? Is it still worth it? Yes, it is still worth it. If you just want to watch and you're thinking, hey, I'd like to get that Apple Watch, I think it looks pretty cool, you understand that it is just a watch and you're not expecting some crazy high-tech, out-of-this-world, speedy freaking thing to do everything on, then it's perfect for you. If you don't need it for being athletic, going swimming, you need to watch for timing yourself, all that stuff. If you don't need to use it in the water, if you don't need GPS on it, if you don't need cell data on it 24/7 when your phone's not around, then it's for you. Like me, my girlfriend had it, she gave it to me. I never needed it, but hey, I have it now. It's very useful. I find it useful in my everyday life. I use the stopwatch feature. I check the weather with it, and most importantly, it's quick to check time, and it's actually very quick to be able to respond to text messages, as I was talking about earlier. If they come in, it'll just vibrate on your wrist or go ping, depending on what you have it set to, and you just look at it, watch face comes on, and you have the option to dismiss or quickly respond with voice or the scribble feature. It's awesome. Much better than freaking pulling your phone out just to see that you got a text from your company saying that you owe them money. And a lot of times if you're at work and you want to see if someone texted you something important, you don't know if it's an emergency, or you just want to check your text, it's so much easier to just look at your watch and be like, alright, that's not important, I can continue working. Or, hey, that's important, I gotta take this, thank God I have the watch. You never know. I like it. I think, if you're on the fence, if you should get the Apple Watch Series 1 versus the Series 3, I'd say go for the Series 1. It's definitely still worth it. If you're thinking, it's older, it's not any good anymore, and you have to get the new one. I know a lot of people think that with iPhones. They'll think, oh, well, the 6 it's slow. Should I get the 7 instead? It's not really like that with the watch. This is still a good watch, and I think it still will be a good watch for a long time to come, because it's a watch, and it functions like a watch should, and it has a lot of cool extra features. That's basically how I like to look at it. And yeah, that pretty much concludes this review and opinion on the Apple Watch Series 1. I apologize if I was kind of scrambled a little bit. I haven't been making videos in months. I'm just now kind of getting back into it, and as I said, my computer broke, so I don't have the proper editing software I usually use, but I'm going to try to do a good job on this video anyways, and regardless. So I hope you guys all have a great day and enjoyed the video, and if you did, please subscribe and like my video for more videos just like this one and other awesome videos that will be able to help you in your daily life. See you next time.